Nice. Okay. I saw a lot of people playing it. I feel like I've played the cycle before. Or a game like it. It's relatively new, right?
Beautiful.
Oh, okay. So I wasn't able to use this thing before anyways. Most of the book's pages have been torn out. On the remainder, only the top one is covered in writing. Receipt. Brew 3 barrels, too expensive. Better get the stuff that's gone slightly bad. Aspen 3 bottles for important guests. Don't waste it on regular clients. The broth drained from the baths and 10,000 delights. 2 buckets, smells of meat. Add some salt and pepper and they serve as a chef's special. Ew. Meat from the Hezra's stock, 4 sacks. No more Hezra runs. The second to last rotten meat hunter never came back. Roots, 2 sacks. Find new digger. Those ones can't dig for shit. Sean spices, half a bucket. Using sparingly, add to drinks and snacks. That way more clients will come back for another dose. Oh my god. This ledger is insane. Payments. Beer from the material plane, 6 barrels. Should order some more. It tastes like piss, but guests from the material plane drink it like there's no tomorrow. Last year's beef, 3 sacks. No, you can easily get rid of the smell with the garlic and mustard. Vegetables from Groom's store, 3 sacks. Make him either drop the price or water his patches with different filth. Clients are unhappy seeing a blue carrot in their soup. Sean's spices, 1 bucket. I need to rip the chef's head off for using so much of it. It's not salt, for fuck's sakes. Rotten cheese, 2 buckets. Was a big hit with the locals. Should order more. Need to ask them to add more maggots next time. I'm gonna steal this. I'm using it as evidence. Yes, KFC buckets. Oh, look at it. We stole that. We're gonna steal this, and then we're just gonna come over and we're gonna steal this. Okay. Now, you know what? This isn't tied down. That's not tied down either. Red Mask, what's up, dude? Get lost. I'm looking for drinking companions. I mean, we're drinkers.
I will help where
Oh,
I
Sela's
can.
not on our horse. Okay. So it's like a BR, right? I'm guessing. It looked like a BR, but like you have quest objectives. Alright. What are we doing here?
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Where did you notice this, my dude? Here. How do we even? I want to get back up here to keep traveling up this way. I mean, the whole reason we went to the inn is because we got our butts kicked in that one fight. Let's go back over here. Wait, what angle is this supposed to be at? There it is. Thought I had the right angle. Like, how do we even get here? One doesn't make any sense to me. There's a chest right here. Okay, so we took her out. Killed this dude. Didn't we just come out of the Bad Luck Tavern? Yeah. Come out the other door. This is what we're looking for. Teela, get off the horse.
We stand.
It's like Dark Zone in the Division. Interesting.
To pause.
Wow, you just sold me on it better than... Huh, so it's kind of like, maybe like a better Tarkov? Would that be fair? Would that be safe? Or like an improvement on Tarkov. We shouldn't say better, I should say like kind of an iteration. One thing I've been playing too is Tiny Tina's with some friends, and I need to probably start streaming it. Wait, experiencing the bliss, what? Fighting the battlefields of natural allies such as Clan P. Oh my god.
A failure is just a step
Here
to
comes trouble.
success.
Shit. Why is this happening?
Or else.
Can't you just die already?
Everyone move if you can. Not sure what just happened there. What was this thing? Bank symbols are carved on the wall, probably some kind of secret language used by local inhabitants. Okay, we failed. Now that loot is ours.
Rely on me.
Tiny Tina's, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like, I've been enjoying it. I don't know when we're gonna actually play it, but I think I'll start streaming it when we do, because that'll be some streaming time. But the times we play it are wild. Like, it'll sometimes be early in the morning. But yeah, I've been enjoying Tiny Tina's. We're not that far in it, so
Here we go.
there'll be random times where I'll probably just kick my stream up to do a little questing in it. Alright. So how do we want to go about this? We had different ways of getting through the city, right? So we could do the gladiator fights. Let's see again. We probably have to do more than one. What is the wicked? After preaching the lowly demons in the street, the logical step is to preach to demon lords. Most lunatics never realize their delusion dreams, but the commander may well arrange a meeting for Ember with Nauticular herself. It will be fascinating to see how the encounter turns out. Okay. Okay, so we're walking on corpses. Got subduing the spirit. Okay, securing an audience. To keep his attention. Let's see if we can get in a fight. Let's do it. I feel like doing the fights. That'd be fun.
I can handle
This beer's terrible. I mean, it's not terrible, it's just not good. It's not my type of beer. I wouldn't call it terrible. Shouldn't call it terrible. Okay, greetings. Greeting you with a nod, a middle-aged sorcerer with dark dark hair, a skinny face, and prominent cheekbones that brings to mind images of predatory birds despite the dark circles under her eyes, and her overall worn-out look. Her voice sounds friendly and welcoming. Hey, you're not a local, are you? Have you come from Glorian? That makes us a fellow countryman, since I hail from Absalom. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Magister Milera. I certify specialist in resolving magic-related issues and captain of an airship called the Starcatcher III. What's the sorcerer of Absalom doing in a rat hole in the middle of the abyss? For a couple of seconds, the woman gazes grows distance, and a bitter expression appears on her face, before quickly fading. I suppose you could say that I'm just trying to cheat my own fate. In the current stage of my life, the abyss seems like the best port to call home for me. There aren't a lot of experienced and, at the same time, trustworthy captains around here, so I've never sit idle. Thought I sent a message. You seem honest. How do you manage to survive in this place? Frowning a little, Milera crosses her arms in a resolute gesture. I see where you're getting at. You're asking how a captain who doesn't grab everything that isn't bolted down, a captain that doesn't steal cargo and doesn't throw passengers overboard, how can they survive surrounded by a gang of bloody pirates? My answer is simple. My principles protect me. I strictly follow the unwritten aeronaut code. I've never ignored those in distress. I never attack the other vessels, and I honor the integrity of the cargo I am entrusted with. Maybe I look like an idiot to the other captains, but I don't care. My doggedness earns their respect, even if it also provokes their ire. Besides, they know that I'm stubborn, and I'll defend myself till the very end. I suppose that's the real reason why they haven't slit my throat and seized my ship. I'd like to know more about you and your ship. I can understand your curiosity. You won't find another like the Starcatcher the Third in the Abyss. Actually, captains like me are a rarity here as well, for obvious reasons. Tell me about your ship. Starcatcher III, as you can guess by her name, is not the first ship I've captained, but she is without a doubt the most technologically advanced, and she has been through an amazing adventure. She's the most reliable and neat vessel you can find in the Midnight Isles. She and we've been through serious hardships more than once, but my ship has never failed me. Once, Starcatcher III even made a short ride to the Rift of Repose, the place where the souls of murdered demons lord slowly disintegrate, imprisoned inside crumbling stone sculptures. Plus, I should also note the Starcatcher III has a unique reputation in these parts. She has never participated in pirate raids, never transported smuggled goods or slaves, never passed by other vehicles in distress without providing help, and never been in the service of any demon lords. I can think of any other ship in the Midnight Isles that enjoys such a good and honest reputation. Miller utters the last words with pride, as if they were talking about a living creature instead of an airship. Who works on your airship? I handpick my crew personally and extremely meticulously. I try to recruit those who are not completely corrupted by the prevailing custom of this place. Let's put it this way. Even here, there's a chance, a rare one, but still a chance, to meet a mortal with a good heart. Someone who, though poisoned by the malicious environment, is not yet beyond redemption. I do my best to help these people, and if I'm successful, I give them enough gold so they can relocate to some other plane. Then I send them on their way. Wow, like, really actually a good person. Kind of interesting. I hope that this way, I'll be able to save at least some decent souls. Alas, in this case, failure comes much more often than success. So to protect my good-hearted but corrupted crew from making irreversible mistakes, I have to rely on some spells. With a smile, Orlera taps her fingers against her temple. I call it disciplinary thought correction. Okay, Starcatcher the Third. So there was a first and second. The cheerful smile on the sorcerer's fades. The cheerful smile on the sorcerer's face fades away. Doesn't say face. I just added that. Okay. Starcatcher the Second crashed on the rocks of Alinthia. We were sailing over Myra Island when a mutiny broke out. It's an evil place where discord and hostility fill the air like a noxious miasma. A part of the crew tried to seize the ship. The others remained loyal to me, and massacre ensued. Defending myself, I had to fight my friends to the last one standing. Last survivor, all but myself. I barely managed to guide my ship to Alinthia, but when I was bringing her in the land, the rocks tore into her like a fishmonger gutting a fish. Starcatcher and the Second were irreparably damaged. As for me, I escaped with a couple of bruises and chipped tooth. The sorcerer squeezed out a bitter smile. As for the Starcatcher the First, it was because of her I decided to settle in the abyss. How did you wind up in the abyss? The face of a sorcerer becomes grim. Her words seemed to come from somewhere cold and remote, as if from the grave. I was once a member of the Arcanum Miriam, the most prestigious magic academia in Absalom. Back then, I was a captain too. I delivered special cargo and passengers at my colleague's request. I'd been assigned to a risky and extremely important rescue mission on the plains of Abador. I had to rescue a group of Pathfinders who had gotten into hot water there. I literally ripped them out of the claws of the graved Rager, the Herald of Xiphus, god of accidental and pointless death. Do we know this person? And that son of a bitch never forgave me for this show of respect. He put a curse on me. People around me started dying, but those I cared about and those that I've never even heard of. News of horrible, pointless, and tragic accidents that cut lives unnaturally short followed me wherever I went. But nothing happened to me. I managed to get out of any trouble, without a scratch, even with the violence raged all around. I tried to get rid of my curse, but no one can lift it. Soon after, Starcatcher the First was wrecked into a terrible storm. Then I decided to go into voluntary exile and stay away from the plane where civility, mercy, and common sense are valued. Here in the abyss, I can at least avoid mourning those whose lives are cut short due to my curse. Besides, the abyss is insane and bloody enough even without me, so my cruel fate can add very little to the crazy whirlwind of aggression. I'm always at your disposal. Okay, I'm leaving now. Fair winds to you. If you find yourself in need of an excellent airship and a skillful captain, just let me know. I don't know. Interesting. Didn't really find anybody that will help me with the fighting pit. Shit. Oops.
We will win this war.
You won't, but it's okay. I have no idea where I am on my videos that I've posted to YouTube. I do appreciate all the people that are watching this. All the people that are actually sticking it out through the whole thing. I know there's a couple. Or someone who's watching a lot, which I gotta say, that's awesome, guys. Thanks for doing it. Or gals. Could be gals. Not be judgmental here. Okay. Feel it, get on your horse. We're about to get in a fight. I sense. And I know there's that rock face on the far left that'll help us get past the wall, so we can always take that in. Check it. A handsome young man with a tasseled black hair strolls casually towards the demon surgeon. O master of stitches, artist of scalpel, and genius of surgical performance, tell me, is your heart free? The young man has a glove puppet on his hand, a dragon made of rags with button for eyes. He raises up and he begins to ventriloquize loudly. His voice is surprisingly deep. Also, do you have an hour of free time? How about a romantic dinner? Hey, be careful. He'll dissect you in a heartbeat. You won't have any organs left by the time he's done with you. The young man gives a sly wink and continues his conversation with the demon. No, I would not say that my heart is free. Right now, it contains 3 copper rods, 200 grams of enchanted quicksilver, and a fair dose of Lamia liver extract. He pauses and gives the young man an appraising glance. But I could give you an hour or 2 of my time for something other than dinner. Has anyone ever told you that you have a beautiful, smooth skin? I happen to be in need of some. The young man deftly steps aside to avoid the demon's abstract claw. He jots something down in a notebook. Okay, weird. The demon in blood-spattered apron fussily shoves a few foul-looking chunks of flesh into an apron pocket. His fingers are fitted with horrible steel claws, and you hear the unpleasant sound of the metal on metal as he slides them against one another like scissors. He looks up in your direction with an insane grin, and his voice makes you... He looks up to you in your direction with an insane grin, and his voice makes your skin crawl. Are you one of the gladiators? Do you need a healer? Or are you here because you want to become more powerful? The demon looks at Wendwog with interest. Who created you? How many animals were killed to make you? Your mutations are extremely attractive, and your body radiates strength. He reaches out a hand towards Wendwog. Touch me and I'll tear your hand off with my teeth. So please, go ahead. Give me a reason. Can you make me stronger? The hitter looks at you eagerly. You hear a shrill screech of metal against metal as he rubs his steel claws. For 30,000 goals, I'll stitch you up something better. Much, much better. So you just have to kill a demon, stitch pieces of the corpse under your body? That's all it takes to become a powerful demon? I never thought obtaining power could be so simple. The demon grins and gives Ember an appraising glance. I can fix you too. Give you new fingers. Would you like that, sweetie? The healer's beady little eyes glisten as you listen to the rasping sound of his knife-like fingers as he rubs them together impatiently. You're so kind and caring, but no thank you. I don't need new fingers. You should stitch them onto someone else. Please, will you give them to someone who really needs them? Are you sure? Alright, fine, fine. Mr. Mad Scientist, sir, let me offer myself up as a subject for experiment. Feel free to carve me up and stitch me back together as you see fit. You'll do nicely. The price is still the same, 30,000 gold. And we'll talk about it later. Deal. Shame, you could have made a magnificent... Never mind, though. Alright, I have to go. The healer turns his attention back to his work. He takes several limbs to the pocket of his apron and begins examining carefully. What the hell are we going... I'm gonna save scum this. Please follow me. You will be drowned in an ocean of pain, but you'll emerge from it renewed. Healer flexes his steel claws. To your surprise, the surgery takes place in complete silence. When Enya returns, she looks distant and emotionless. How do you feel? Fine, I think. When the mad scientist's claws got into me, I blocked out the pain. I forgot the pain even existed. If I am completely honest, I even forgot that I was part of the experiment. Such an awkward situation. Maybe I should do it again. Oh no, that's enough. Your body already bears the mark of genius. Demon turns to you with a smirk. Already painted on this canvas. Don't tell me I just wasted 30,000 gold on a failed experiment. Science requires sacrifice. When something results in failure, it often leads to progress and prosperity in the end. Her voice is missing its usual confidence. I hope that was worth the cost. I presume it was. Ninu nods, but then shrugs uncertainly. It's hard to say for sure, because I don't remember anything. Still, I hope that in the near future I will observe the effects of the surgical intervention so that I can write an article from the encyclopedia. I'd be disappointed if this experiment failed due to the forgetfulness of the subject. I could use the help of a healer. Don't bother with regular ones. They're not worthy of my craft. Just drink a potion, you'll be fine. Do type descending. The balanced defender. Posit longbow. Whenever the wielder of this exterminated longbow lands the first hit in a round against an enemy that's more than 30 feet away, the enemy suffers a -2 penalty for AC for 2 rounds. Okay, we can get rid of this because I would definitely have that instead. Nope. I want to keep one of these. Okay, holy longsword. Let's do. I mean, it looks really cool, but we don't need it. Scimitars +2, 3. How do we keep that just in case? Okay. +3. Just took this off. Full plate +2. Okay. Alright, that should be good for now. I made a lot of my money back anyways. Demon Graft. Demon augments organs grant the wearer +2 natural armor enhancements bonus to armor class, +2 inherited bonus to checks made to overcome spell resistance, concentration checks, DC attack damage rolls, and all saving throws. However, whenever your HP falls below 20%, you enter a frenzy and attack the nearest creature until you die or combat ends. We're keeping it. That's hilarious. We're totally keeping that. I might regret this day, but that's awesome.
Together we stand.
Wow, I can't get to... Oh, let me talk to this dude. A stern but tired-looking tiefling observes you politely. His clothes look expensive but tasteful. He's carrying a large bag, and every once in a while it moves and twitches as if something is inside. Welcome to Battle Bliss Arena. My name is Zeklix. I'm the arena steward. Ermengalith is the master of the arena, but I help him manage its affairs. You look like you're new here. Did you come to spectate the fight or participate in them? The tiefling has a surprised, open, and honest face. After all these demons, he looks strangely normal. The tiefling looks you up and down, and with calm professionalism of a person doing an unpleasant job with diligence. During fights in the Battle Bliss, prayers and curses are utterly in equal measure, both on the battlefield itself and in the stands. Perhaps you'll be able to be the ones that lift or shift the balance towards prayer. Ermengalith? I remember a demon called Ermengalith. He was a vile, cunning murderer. He had his way with words that was just as deadly as skill with blades, or skill in battle. There's a rustling sound from within the tiefling's bag, and an imp peeks his head out to look at you. He has large drooping ears and stares at you with his huge, unblinking eyes. Then, as if suddenly shy, he darts back into the bag and vanishes from sight. I want all of Elutionara to know my name. I want to arrange a fight for me against your strongest gladiator. The tiefling falls silent. He looks as though he's calculating something in his head. Finally, he responds, "If that is truly your goal, you'll have to defeat the current champion. If you kill Gelderfang, your name will be on everyone's lips, but you'll have to prove yourself if you want to face the champion. A fight with the Gelderfang is a big deal from Alutionaria, and only members of the Nahydrin League, the elite gladiators of the Battle Bliss, are considered worthy opponents. Killing each other to entertain spectators, that's a creature of the abyss. So death and destruction is such a careless, casual manner. I know that our mission is important, and I know we can't allow ourselves to get distracted by feelings and emotions, but smashing skulls and eviscerating bodies just to entertain these evil creatures? Amade, it makes me sick just thinking about it." Okay. But it's extremely difficult to join the league. You have to slay an active member and it takes their place, so if you wish to fight the champion, you'll have to spend a lot of time in the arena. However, if you would like, I can arrange a fight between you and another newcomer. If you can prove yourself in battle, I will be able to find you a match against more reputable opponents. Okay, I've killed hundreds of demons. Why should I have to prove myself? I'm sure you fought countless enemies back in Golorian, but this is the Abyss. No one cares. If you want the audience to respect you, you'll have to prove yourself in the arena. They won't take you seriously until you show what you can do. Very well. I'll prove myself. I'll fight another newcomer. I'm glad we've reached an understanding. I'm ready to enter the arena. You're in luck. For the past couple of days, Irmingleth has been obsessed with recruiting new talent. He wants to introduce a promising new fighter into the arena. I think you would play the part perfectly. Irmingleth may even give you a chance to earn a place in the Nahydrin League. However, if you do not become a candidate for membership, be careful. You'll likely be matched up against a very dangerous opponent. Alright, well, I'm ready. I wish you good luck. If you die, greet death with sweet kiss. Better still, slay all your opponents and return alive. I probably should have asked about my enemies. Spider is a nobody from nowhere, but if he survives, you'll all worship the ground he walks on. Okay. Today we have the dubious honor of welcoming to the arena Degaus of Golorian. See what moniker he earns for himself if he lives that long. And who will stand against him? Well, they may be small, but they are very far from harmless. If you underestimate them, they'll bite your family jewels off. An outsized amount of spite wrapped up in a tiny, ugly package. It's the Smug Me Wild gang of Mephites. I don't even see them. Oh, here they are. I'll bite your nose off, you Golorian scum. I'm the wild and terrible Smug Mug. Tremble before me. We will soon know which of these two titans will emerge victorious. Fighters, commence battle. Okay. Here, stop.
Here we go again.
You go big. Big.
Huh? Oh, yes, what?
Fast. Right. And in we go. Yeah. We have a winner! All hail, glorious fighter. He emerged triumphant in the dangerous, violent conflict. He decorates the arena with Mephite cuts. Give it up for Degaus, the Mephite Slayer. Poor little guy. Hey, who knows? Maybe someday he'll get a chance to fight against a member of the Nahydrin League. Once they start accepting Mephite into their ranks. Okay. Those guys were like way too easy.
Beautiful.
Oh man, I'm already tired. What happened? I was feeling good, but then I got tired. I'll play for at least another half hour though.
Let's see what we can do.
This is my kind of work.
Ooh, acorn pie.
Here we go.
I gotta be assistance. I don't like being called Mephite Slayer. I want to change my title. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. The crowd loves it. That is all the matter of Airman Glauth. You remain the Mephite Slayer for as long as the audience finds it amusing. Was this your idea of a joke? Were you trying to humiliate me? Why did you put me against such a ridiculous opponent? Oops. Your conversation is interrupted by an eccentric-looking demon with suspicious bright eyes. Judging from the slur of his words, he's under the influence of some kind of altering substance. Ha! Look at that! That's the Mephite Slayer. Train hard, boy, and maybe someday you'll be strong enough to fight a real Dretch. Thicklick frowns in irritation. With astonishing speed, he produces a dagger from his sleeve and cuts down the demon's throat in one swift, clean movement. Here, this is for you. From now on, you can freely transport in the Ark that is located near the Battlebliss. This is one of the privileges affording to the arena gladiators. I demand a proper fight. I missed what he said. And I promise that I will arrange a proper fight for you. But first, I need you to do me a favor. Okay. I'll arrange a match for you against Flare twins. However, they were supposed to fight someone else, or I'll have to fight them a replacement. Unfortunately, we don't have enough decent fighters left in the arena. I would be grateful if you could procure a new batch of gladiators for me. I will cover the cost, of course. Okay, we were asked to kill those Melphites, as we did, and we did. Now we are asked to do another bad thing. They don't see us as crusaders anymore. They see us with one of their own. So I need to go buy these gladiators at the flesh market. Is there anything else I can... Is there anything else I should know? Okay, I'll just say, very well. I'll go buy the slaves. Excellent. If you do this favor for me, you can count on my gratitude in return. Alright. I'm ready to enter the arena. I'm afraid you'll have to wait till I can find you a worthy opponent. However, you could use this time to assist me with what I spoke of earlier. Now would be the perfect opportunity for you to do what I asked. Okay. I have to go.
I can handle it.
Alright, where's the slave market? Oh, the flesh market. Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna go up a level.
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Can't make the
Yeah, let's do
demons
this.
wait.
Something wrong.
Do this. This. We're gonna head downstairs real quick. Ah, so this is how we get up there. Okay. so cold here. I want to go home. The plane of fire. Without any flames around, I feel so cranky. I want to kill someone. Perhaps if I kill you and bathe in your blood, it'll warm me up.
We are the light.
Weird.
They are the darkness.
I got this.
Oh, we lost Wolf Fifth. Oh, Diaz died too. Damn. Oh, those guys really hurt us with fire. I will put on fire protection for this fight. I didn't think it was going to be that hard. Damn, okay, we're back here. All right. Okay. Let's try this again. If I press M, it'll take me here. If I hit this, will this take me to the world? No, that's... I need to be in or next to one of those portals in order to use a portal, I think. Let's try this again.
Together we stand. Do not fear. Do not waver.
Okay. Heal our hero.
Getting my ass kicked.
Oh my god. They're hitting for a lot with that whip. Even with the fire resistance. Let's see something real quick. Oh no, I haven't cut out the last video. Damn. Okay, we'll have to go do that.
Beautiful.
This group feels weird. That's right.
Together.
I feel like the chosen one.
That's nice.
Come on.
Here comes trouble.
Cover me, all right?
Damn. Is that us hit by 112? Oh yeah. Nice Kelly, bro. So we spawn again.
Are we ready to move out? Soot is restless. I wonder why.
It's crazy. Soot knows it. Yeah, we already talked to this. Why was that group there? That's weird. It's a kid that dies in the stuff. Or the underground.
We'll win this, one way or the other.
Whose else perception do we need? Okay.
Might be treasure.
Interesting.
Here we go.
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign. Might be trap. Might be treasure. This is my kind of work.
Okay. Food. Loot. And all things good.
Fine.
Okay, cool. Seems we have cleared this house. Alright,
I can handle it.
only place I can think of going is back up to second floor. Or climbing that one area. That's what I'm really thinking of. So we're gonna come up here. Hold on real quick. Okay. We need to come over here. Where was it that we climbed up? Were we down here, I guess? Here it is.
We will win this
Get off your
war.
horse. Roach is like the greatest athlete ever. We've got this giant horse scaling walls. Alright. Just keep doing this. Damn it, do better, Roach.
We'll make things right.
You're supposed to never miss. There we go.
A bright future awaits us.
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
This trap.
Pretty good, aren't
Cool. Alright, so that's the gate I just ran through. Or skipped at least. Mata Sofin. This demon looks frail and sickly, especially in comparison to the mighty entourage that surrounds him. His voice sounds dull and tired, but his demeanor is calm and self-assured. He clearly believes himself to be in full control of the situation. A mortal with mythic abilities. How fortunate that you have made your way to the abyss. Moreover, you've come to the Alushinari, which makes things even more convenient for me. Yes, what a stroke of luck. You see, I need you to be my test subject. Who are you? The demon remains silent for a moment. Either he is hesitant to reveal his name, or he simply enjoys prolonging the suspense. I am Mata Sofin. I am, at present, Habsimura's most trusted alchemist. I'm on an urgent mission for her. Perhaps you can even guess what it is. Xanther Ving, who works on something similar in our world wound, of course, of course. It was a mistake to entrust such work to someone who wasn't a demon. He did not fully appreciate the honor he had been given. No wonder his enhanced demons couldn't protect him, but it does not matter. I am superior to him in all respects. Oh shit. And I keep better pets. Greetings, fellow scientist. May I ask what is your specialty? My experiments do undertake, or what experiments do you undertake at the work? Oh my god, I can't read right now. I'm definitely falling asleep on you. Okay, what experiments do you undertake at work and in your spare time? Would you like to conduct a joint experiment with me? Piss off. Surely it's dangerous for such a valued scientist to stroll around Alushinari ambushing enemies. Believe it or not, I'm in absolutely no danger. You need me to be what? Something to study, take apart, test. You see, I actually like you very much, and I thought my way of expressing it would bring you much enjoyment. I'm afraid that demons you've met previously have given you the wrong impression about our kind. You may think we only want to poison and destroy, especially when it comes to crusades and their leaders. But that's not who I am. I am a different breed. I love everything that is new, unexplored, and untested. And I'm quite positive that I get enough of your blood and tissue, I can create something new and unique for them. Angels, for example, make excellent fuel for our machines. What uses could be found for such a unique mortal? So you're going to attack me, or... Yeah. Let's get started, shall we? Servants, you don't have to take this specimen alive. Just need the body. Okay, that's kind of rude. Or get out of here. Then you'll get out of here. Joel, get out of here. You go here. You drop elephant. Here. You just... No, you're in the back. Go ahead and drop skeletons here. Okay. Heal our fearless leader, who's going to die probably before you can get that heal off. And draw, keep fighting. Drop this guy here. Oh, they killed him right away. Okay, we will fight this battle probably tomorrow, because I am actually too tired to play right now. And I'm feeling like my eyes closing, and I can't even read. See where I'm at. And plus, I was going to play Horizon, and the fact that it's not loaded yet, that's kind of sucks. But we'll get it loaded. We'll get it ready for tomorrow. Okay. This is an okay place to stop. We will try this fight again tomorrow. But yeah, I'm too tired to handle something like this right now. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll have this video up, probably cut up with the other videos that I really need to run or cut up. Hopefully tomorrow. We can get those up on YouTube. Thanks everyone for watching. I will see you all tomorrow.